Okay, so in our last video, we knocked off what did we do last time, babe? Finished the data flow diagram, and I was like, yes, that is a data flow diagram. And we went through all the marks. I explained to you why it was 3 marks for this, and also 3 marks for this. And not much I could tell you again. So today, we're going to go through the next part of the specification and requirements part. So we did the level 1 diagram, which is 3 marks, and the normal data flow diagram, which is the context level diagram, which is 3 marks also. Now we're moving on to our next 3 mark part, which is the ERD diagram. And then we will do the functional and non-functional requirements, and that shouldn't take us too long, but there's 9 marks here. You don't want to mess up. This stretch here, too easy to not get all 9 marks. The data flow diagram, you could make a little mistake here or there with some of your entities and whatnot, and I don't know how they will take out from that 3 marks. But see this ERD, functional, non-functional, kick. So let's go into the document and go to the ERD diagram section, right? So the ERD diagram section is you are creating an ERD diagram based on how the syllabus teaches us how to do ERDs. And we usually, when you're kind of structuring an ERD, you start off by creating a little table of what you want to do. Now you could do this for a data flow diagram also, but I don't know why I start with the table, because it's probably easier, and I just find data flow diagrams could be a little more technical. So for the ERD, you want to break down the things that you have inside of your program. There are entities and then there are attributes. Usually this kind of comes like the people that are using your program, the data store that is going to hold all the information, and any person that's going to interact with that data. That's basically what you're thinking about. It's almost like input, process, output, because all these diagrams are input, process, output, just from different perspectives, sort of, right? So let's go with a short table to start off with, right? So I'll just copy this table here. This is an example table that I did in the PDF. So you'll see this in the app, right? For free. And right. So I'm going to put in entity and attributes. The entities inside this program, this program that we currently have would be, we have a patient, and then we have a nurse, and then we have a doctor. But they don't really have any big differences about them. Because if I go to look at the code, which I haven't opened yet, I'm gonna just open the code then. You could not show this. Wait, where do I have the code again? Oh no, that's on this account. Yeah, just don't show all of this. Did I not have the code inside me? Right. This is it. Yeah, right. Okay. So in my code, I have a structure that just has the information about a patient. So I have ID, surname, first name, age, and status. So all I want to do, hold on, I'm a chair. Why is my chair fighting me? Right here. Right, so I have all the things that I want to do. So in this diagram, right, so the patient has an ID, first name, surname, age and status. Yeah, because there's only one data structure I have. So basically the nurse interacts with the system to do something about the patient, and the doctor gets the information. Yeah. Is there also a report by him? There is a report. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so you go to diagrams.net, you just open it. No need to create an account. Oh look, they have my previous one here. Oh, no, I saved it already. Discard, yeah, I saved it as an XML file already. Alright, so we're not gonna do anything, we're just going to create a simple data flow diagram. Sorry, ERD diagram. I'll put entity relationship. So you definitely need to have the diamonds in between and rectangles. And then for each of those rectangles, we're supposed to have circles, like a ellipse for all the relationships. Let's get into this now. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, so I'm going to have I'm going higher up. Right, let's start off by saying I need to have a nurse. The nurse is going to, the nurse updates the patient. So I'll take a copy of this, create somebody named patient. Nurse updates patient. And then we will say that the doctor, we could put doctor down here. And what does the doctor do? The doctor treats the nurse, or treats the patient. Is treated by the verbs. The verbs are the most difficult thing here because now you have to be able to, right. Okay, good. So now I have basically what is going to happen. Right, so I have one-to-one relationships. Let me see if I can find the crow's feet one relationship. Do they have the one with the... No. Yeah, they have M to N. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. I'll just use the one that has the N's. I'm a busy one I should use by. Let me see if the arrow coming from here will be nicer. Nope, they don't tell you what type. Alright. Yeah, I'll use the other one. Let me see if this one making sense. N is like many. Why can't I get a one-to-many relationship? I guess if you'll probably search through, you'll be able to find it. I really want the crow's feet. I wonder if I name it crow's feet. Crow. No. One too many. Many. Oh, look, I get it. Yeah, okay. Alright, I just have to search for the word many. Alright, so we're going from one to many. One nurse updates many patients. Perfect. Right. That's one normal line now. What's the normal one? Alright. One nurse updates one or many patients, right? So I'll have the line there, right? So just search for the word many. If you're using diagrams.net, it should be easy. One nurse updates many patients, and then Well, doctors, many doctors could treat many patients, right? So I'm looking for many to many. Many doctors. Come on. Attach. Well, it is attached, but not attaching in such a weird way. Like, stop being like that. Just attaching a straight line there. You know? Things could be so easy, yet so difficult. Alright. Why are you determined to do this to me? Okay, alright. You want to go side by side. There's probably a way to get it to like not do this. You know? Why do you have to be like this? Okay, I'm gonna pull this one across. Stop it! All you had to do was just line up there, you know. Oh look, it was giving me that. Alright, cool, I'll take that. Taking that any day. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh wow. You know that real stupid. Okay, this is what you want me to do, right? Yeah, clearly that's what you want me to do. Okay. That's not even the line I'm supposed to get. I'm supposed to get one or many. Where is it? Many to one. Then flip this one around. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll take it. Somehow your artificial intelligence kind of weird diagram. Like, stop it. Just be a straight line. Good. Nice. Right. So here's my diagram. I have a nurse, update one nurse, updates many patients, updates multiple patients. Could it be many nurses update many patients? No, I will assume that the head nurse updates the patient, right? Good. And then many patients are treated by many doctors. Right, good. And now we had to put the attributes to the patient. I mean, I think that it could be many nurses, but in this case, the program has a head nurse or something like that. So we had to respect that head nurse. She have a purpose in life. All right, now we had to pull the attributes for this person, for our patient. The attributes are just these little bubbles that I put around it. Try to space them out, you know, neatly-ish, sort of, kind of. All right, so we have patient ID, first name, surname, age, and status. All right, each one I'm going to relate to be an attribute for this, or the purchase ID. The patient ID should be underlined because it's the primary key. Yeah, that's a mark. Usually. Age. And then. All right. I think that's it. Because according to our program, the head nurse is the person that'll come, the administrative nurse is the one that'll do these updates. Whoever the administrative nurse is. The administrative nurse will update all the information. And the doctors will treat the people based on the critical patients. Yep, that's it there. Right, so once we have the primary key underlined, you have the relationships done properly, and then you have the cardinality sorted out, which is the relationships one to many, whatnot. You should be good to go. So I'm going to save this first as an XML file. Download that. This one is the ERD. Right, you'll see it has a draw.io file, so you can re-import it. And then my last thing now, I'm going to export it as a PNG. Yeah, export to device. We'll name it ERD.png. Alright, when I get that ERD now, it will give me a nice neat diagram like this, and I copy it. When I press Ctrl C with Microsoft Pictures, it will work properly. Get back to my document. Where is the document? It is in here. And I go right underneath here and paste it. Good. There we go. Yeah. So at the state of the current system, they just have a patient and they have all the information. Nurse doesn't have any information, doctor doesn't have any information because, well, we haven't created any new attributes for them. I mean, if we go into the code and we decide we want to create a new structure for doctor so that they'll know which doctor they're assigned to, we could do that, but nah, no need to right now. Because this is the system as it currently is. Now there's the part that gets a little confusing. Now you have to do the functional requirements of the things that the new system is supposed to do, but you're still in the section of systems specification of requirements. Now, it's very weird because you kinda sort of planning a new system one time. So planning a new system should be design specification. So these functional and non-functional requirements are sort of the planning stage. So we're not specifying any requirements anymore. We kind of passed the analysis. We did the diagrams to show what it looks like, and now we're trying to do the functional requirements for the new system, right? It's a little gray area, but don't think about it too hard. Just write out what the question, what the thing should do. So here's what you want to look for your non-functional requirements and non-functional, right? So functional requirements should be more things the user experience that they should get. So when you think about functional requirements, you'll be able to add a record. Now, they already have the ability to add a record. So the things that we need to add to that don't exist, we'll have to go back to our problem definition to kind of grasp it and then look at the analysis and see what they said they wanted. So I'll go back up and I'll realize that, okay, the current system could update records, however, do not have the ability to remove a patient when they are discharged or deceased. So we have to be able to remove a record. So that's caused frustration. They have complaints to somebody, it doesn't search fast enough. So now, when there are too many patients to search for, this frustrates doctors. They can't get reports about all the other patients, only critical, which should not be. So based on our analysis now, if you're going to look at the analysis, you'll realize that the questionnaires pointed out some issues for us. They showed us that the search feature is not fast enough. They showed us that they can't get the reports that they want. And they wanted some stable reports and worded reports. And then based on the analysis, we see that they had the same thing. They want the search to be better, they want this. So basically our functional requirements would show how we're going to update the system to add the things that are not there. So add record is already there. We don't need to tell them we need to add a record because that was already there. Delete record, search for record, but we want to be able to search for record by name. which means we're going to have to we'll have to do the search with strings. If it did the search with strings before in the previous IA, well, good for you. Usually I'll search by ID in unit 1, because searching with numbers is easier, and then search with strings in the second one, because that gives you a chance to upgrade it now. So we want to search for a record by name. We want to request a stable report. And we want to request a recorded water report. No, it's stable, critical, and so let me go back up. Stable, watered, and critical. Yeah, okay. Stable, watered, and critical. Stable is people that could go home. Watered will be people that they staying for monitoring, and critical, yeah, hold on. Stable report, watered report. And well, we could update records all the time. That's nice, you know. And what else we could do by him? I'll probably look for like 5 things, even though the functional requirements is 3 marks. But based on our analysis, these are the things that they said that they wanted. They want to search. They want the search to be better, so we can make the search better by searching record for name, delete record. I probably want to make the user interface more, Alright, I might come back to that. I don't know if I'll force 5, but we'll see. So non-functional requirements, these are things that you want to do for the proper function in the program. So I want the user interface to be like simple, like more intuitive user interface. Efficient searching using a better search algorithm. Which means we're going to take the linear search and turn it to a binary search. The report layout should be clear. I'll put clear report layout. User input validation. Yeah, basically error messages. We have to put some error messages in. And I could sort the patients by ID in the database. Because in order to do the binary search, I have to sort it first. So you basically just throw that in because you have to do it. So sort the patients by ID in the database. And oh, I could put display patients in alphabetical order. No, in numerical order. No, I could display in alphabetical order, yeah. In alphabet. Right. Now, they didn't ask for displaying things in alphabetical order on reports, but they want more updated reports. So basically, I'm going to try to, based on what they said, they also can't get reports about all the patients, only the critical ones. We're going to use the fact that we have to put in a search algorithm that's better to sort it and search it. Now, the reason I put in any sort and search is because in Unit 2, you specifically taught to do searches and sorts. So integrating what you learn in Unit 2, which will be searching and sorting, is a smart thing that you should do. So we're going to, sort patients by ID. And efficient searching, clear report layout, user input validation, more intuitive user interface. Yeah. So all of these non-functional things, these are things that you're going to have to do in the next part of the IA. So basically, try to put in the non-functional requirements the things that the IA is requiring you to do. So if you look at the thing after we put these functional and non-functional requirements, right? You can clearly see that they want you to do a system structuring. So you're going to have to like update your user interface. You see they have user interface design. Clearly, that's one of the non-functional requirements to design our user interface as better. Report design, clearly put that in your non-functional requirements. You want to sort it or some kind of thing like that. Algorithm design, well, the algorithm design is to do the sort first and then do the search after, whatnot. And appropriate data structures. So we have only data structures from the previous and yeah, we didn't really have to add in anything because they didn't ask for you to assign a doctor to a patient and all that kind of stuff. All we're trying to do is just make sure that whichever doctor comes is able to get the information. Now you could go further and create a new data structure for the doctor, add in a doctor, get the doctor ID, and then when a patient is assigned, you could assign that patient to that doctor, and you could print out which doctor each patient has and all that kind of stuff. You could. I don't see it as necessary to get the marks, but if you're one of the ambitious ones and you want to, make your program do some stuff, go right ahead. It's really not that hard. I just trying to make sure that I make it simple for the children who are doing this. Yeah. Right, so that's our ERD diagram, functional and non-functional requirements. Let's name it. Functional requirements, heading 1. Non-functional requirements, heading 1. Cool. Great. Alright, design specification and user interface and report design. Yeah, we'll hit that. We'll hit that in the next video. But for now, focus on those 3 things. Your ERD diagram could be a lot more complicated than this, depending on if you have more things, but based on what I'm doing here, which is a simple IE, that should just get all the marks. We'll just leave it at that. Oh, I should underline this ID. Alright, good. See you all in the next video. Next video, we will do more of the diagramming, which is the system structuring. We'll do the user interface, everything, because remember, Unit 2 is not really about code. It's about planning how you're going to update the code. And then it'll probably take me about 1 video to update the code and add any functions that's supposed to be added in. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to download the app and share this with people and all the other stuff that's necessary in life. Yeah.